Welcome to the CFG Game Cast, episode number 241, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers that like to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode every week and release it on all podcast services like YouTube. Wow, I can't even say it. Anyways, you already know the services, so do us a favor and show us some love by liking, following, subscribing, and sharing on our YouTube page, the CFG channel, or on our Twitch, CFGgames.com, or go to our main website, ConFreaksandGeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davies Green, and with me today, I got my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What is going on, my cyborg?
Oh, just been hanging out. Like I was saying before we went live, did a double date night with some friends last night and saw a musical, Screamed, the Unauthorized Musical. It's hilarious. It was great. The guy who plays Matthew Lillard's character, telemarketer, go away, in the musical is very Matthew Lillard-y in his whole being. So it makes it so much better. But it was great. We had a blast. I was getting sleepy, and because it's a musical, you kind of can't do that like you would in a theater in our old age. So I had to get snackies during the intermission so that I was awake. But it was a lot of fun. We've just been hanging out. This week was I wasn't feeling too great. So again, no games. I know. Womp, womp. No cell phone games either. I was kind of getting back into them, and then this week was just a no-go. But I did have my insurance was like, we're going to send a guy out to do, they didn't explain it very well. It was essentially like my physical, but they didn't send me to a doctor's office. And the way that they worded it, they're like, make sure you have all of your medications out so that they can review them with you. I was like, what? Like, is this like the CPS of pills? Are they going to be like, no, you can't take that anymore? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen? It was just very weird. But yeah, he was like, it's just your yearly physical, essentially. But because you pay such amounts of money to your insurance, we came to you. I'm like, so I had to lock up my animals for an hour for this bullshit? Like, okay. Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. Anyway, I think that's kind of it. I mean, the hands, no updates. They think it's arthritis. Whamp, whamp. So, what are you going to do?
Do they have a plan, to attack that, or at least make things, better for you? Or
yeah, I mean that's kind of
right.
weird. Like, it's arthritis. Well, that whole kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
That's kind of how I felt too. So, they are going to order new testing. So I have to get a new MRI of my spine because it's either arthritis or pinched nerves in my spine. Is their
they
thoughts.
don't even know.
Then
Okay.
They're trying to. Now we've ruled out carpal tunnel and the other thing, so now we have to do new tests. So
I swear to God, y'all's people in Vegas are just ridiculous. 6 months, and then y'all, it's under further review after 6 months of different kinds of tests and training, it is not carpal tunnel. It might be something else. It's get out of here, man. Anyways,
I know. Well, I mean, he was very fast at getting the testing to find out. So, and my other doctor was like, let's just get these CT scans of your hands so that way he can also rule out other things. So we can just kind of get the ball rolling faster. So within 2 weeks, I got the test and got answers, but now it's, But I think if you there's a couple different types of arthritis. I think if it's rheumatoid or another one that are more of I can't think of the word, but there is a medication you could take that can help it feel better and not hinder you as much. But if it's just regular old arthritis, I think it's kind of that. Yeah. So I don't know.
Anyways, hey, but Lex,
I know. Yeah.
You know who should dress up as Gumby for Halloween and his daughters to be dressed up as Pokey and Prickle?
That'd be hilarious. Also, he said he did say he would do a Halloween photo shoot with sheets and little bows as ghosties, and his name is
the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What's going on, my dude? Smitty, you should be at least try like Denali, maybe Denali the elephant.
Denali the elephant? I
Yes.
don't even know. Oh,
You don't remember
that's right.
Denali?
I feel like
Yeah.
you've said
Is that-
this before.
Is that
I
part
do
of Gumby?
remember.
Yes, yeah.
It is
I
part of
never saw the
Gumby.
cartoon.
Well, yeah, that's way past your time, I will say. But yeah, it's yeah. You don't know?
Yeah,
You
no.
don't remember?
I remember Denali because I remember we had referenced this before, but I didn't know the name of it. And you came out with the name very randomly. No,
and-
things have been good.
Okay,
Please
good,
tell the audience that last week we were discussing what you would look like with your shirt off if you join us in the competition of who's losing more weight. So if you would like to show the audience the lovely, fantastically photoshopped picture I sent you, you're welcome to.
I don't have the clip set up yet, but I will do it later. But that's cool.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we will. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Who's the guy?
things have been good this week. Just grinding, obviously. We're gonna talk about it today, but Black Ops 6, Blop 6 is out. We're gonna get into that. I am enjoying that. Other than that, I've been playing Sparking Zero and working. It was a pretty chill week. Things are finally, especially like schedule wise and stuff like that, things are starting to settle down a little bit. I was very excited. I stopped at the gas station last night. I was like, I'm gonna grab some beers. And I found the Voodoos. I found a variety pack that has the 2 contenders for the IPA championship. It is Blaze Lightning and Electric Thunderclap.
What? Oh, that sounds like a disease. But okay, but you can
You
go.
said what? No, dude. I was gonna say, if anything, it reminds me of Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What flavors are they?
No. So, they're
The
kind
clap,
of a lighter flavor. I actually like the Blaze Lightning. I think is the one that I'm gonna vote for. This one, the Thunderclap is they're both good. They're both good. There are 7.3 and 7.5 respectively. So but not too crazy. And they are a little lighter, which is nice because IPAs can get kind of heavy. So,
Kind of.
It was cool. Just well, some of them can. Some of them are not too bad.
Isn't the statement IPA already a heavy beer as it is though? That's what they're already heavy beers.
They are
Not
heavier
like
beers.
Coors. Yeah.
Coors aren't IPAs.
And no, Coors are not IPAs.
Yeah,
But
nowhere
also
near.
next year they should call one of them the Electric Boogaloo, or I'm going to be very upset.
Dude, I will be upset.
Either Electric Boogaloo or Turbo.
Things have been good.
Yeah, that's good.
And
That's
every
what
year
you
they do their championship and stuff like that. So, but yeah, other than that, like I said, we're working on Tuesday. Lex Dust and Snake Eyes will be over. We're gonna get down on some Heroes of Barcadia, drink some voodoo, eat some secret Tombstone pizza as well. They've got a collaboration with Voodoo along with some other snacks and have some fun. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's going to be dope. The game's a lot of fun.
He's feeding me. Nice.
Yeah, that's right. So overall solid week.
You should get some. Are you gonna get some extra of the pizza? Is it a special pizza or is it just?
Well, it's a special pizza that they made specifically with Voodoo Ranger.
Okay, so I'll
have other stuff, but like that will be like the featured.
How funny would it be if it's just their pizza and they poured an IPA on top of
That'd be terrible.
That'd be horrible.
Terrible.
They're like, here's your pizza.
I have to look. Well, it came in this
great.
box, and like obviously the box doesn't have any kind of like art or anything like that,
Right.
and it shows like what the ingredients are. It sounds tasty. It
Ooh.
sounds.
You know what it is though?
Ooh.
You see the people from like from the pizza joint or from Voodoo Ranger just comes like, so you don't like our thunderclap here, eh? Start pouring it on the pizza.
Yeah.
It's like,
how you like that? How you like
you
me
just
now?
You just got thunderclapped, and then he just runs away.
Right. That'd be hilarious.
You just got clapped. There you go. Yeah.
This is
It's
full
like, what-
service. We deliver to you and present it.
Then like everyone's all confused face. They're all like, what kind of business is this? But anyways, but
Right?
yeah. So that's cool. No, it's awesome. It's awesome that wow, I can't wait to see it. Are y'all streaming that or is it just a recording?
Yeah, we'll be streaming it as well. Yes.
Oh, that'll be awesome to see. Oh, that'll be awesome. Can't wait to check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's for me, dude. Like, well, today, like, I voted this morning, so that was good. That was good. I did my vote, and I like
last night.
Yeah, perfect. Everyone, yeah. So definitely took care of that, so I don't have to mess with the crazy lines. My mom was in line for an hour and a half when she did her voting early this week, and I was like, nope, not for me.
That's it. That's not bad. The last time I waited in line, it was 4.5 hours. It was awful.
That's
Anything
insane.
after 20 minutes is all the same to me. I'm done. There's no way.
Sure.
Like, you know what? If you're wanting to go, if you say you're in that line for over 20 minutes, then yeah, you're 20 minutes. You've already exceeded my time and expectations. So no, not waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then also I did my 5 mile today. Actually, you know what's crazy? I'm actually thinking about increasing it. So like for next week,
Gene.
going to increase it to maybe 7 miles to next week and see how good that's going to be, and hopefully get to 10 by the end of the year. But yeah, was doing that. Been playing a little bit of got a chance to play a little bit of Metaphor, which not as much Metaphor as I wanted to, and but I definitely am going to do it today after this podcast since I have the evening open and messing around. But then I also like sat down and watched the second anniversary announcements for Nikkei this morning, which was actually surprising. It was surprisingly good. Which is
I've been playing that, by the way.
You've been liking it?
Proud of me.
Have you been liking it?
I've been liking it. Yeah, I've been liking
simple.
it. Yeah.
It's simple, isn't it?
It's simple. The jiggle physics in there is crazy.
That's all you care. That's all you're all with it.
Those ladies are not wearing a sports bra or a double sports bra because let me tell you, ain't nothing moving when I put one on.
It's surprisingly a good game. And dude, and I'm not gonna lie, the soundtrack slaps, dude. The music in that game is really, really good. And I'm just surprised. I'm surprised how good it is. And then the second year anniversary, because Smitty, you came in at a good time. They're gonna give you 200 free draws here within the next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with ridiculous new with these ridiculously powerful new Nikes that are coming in, and it's gonna be really nice. So yeah, and you should see the new characters though. You'll definitely love them. But yeah, so I know. Definitely gonna have your seal of approval, Smitty. I know. But yeah, so no, been playing that, doing the dailies, and still having fun with that, and going for it. And it's like 30 minutes. All it is like 30 to 40 minutes, and then you're good, you know, unless you're doing the story. I don't know if you're doing the story, Smitty, but yeah.
I'm still going through the story.
You are? Okay, cool. So there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have definitely Nikkei, Gods of Victory. We need to get sponsorship for them, because I know if I wanted to, I'd be like, okay, need to spread the Lord's work with those characters in that game. So yeah.
Be careful with saying spread, but I digress.
All right, but anyway, I know y'all don't want to be talking about my our underground love for Nikkei Gods Under Victory, so we'll go through the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic in discussion in the world of video games from the previous week. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry, and we do not want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners and viewers on Twitch and on YouTube, to be a part of the conversation. So if there is something that you're wanting to talk about or something that you're wanting to add in our conversation, by all means, we encourage it. We want you to chime in, type it inside the chat. We would love to talk with you about it, and we will go from there. So, Smitty, what are you bringing to the table?
We got to talk about it. Obviously, it's the blockbuster game of the fall, perhaps even the year. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, like I like to say, Blop 6. Officially released 9 p.m. on Thursday, unless I know there are some folks that did the we're gonna change our time zone or whatever to New Zealand. They started at like 4 a.m. It was like that kind of tapered worldwide release for it. that was talked about when going into this, when there's the beta, was this omnidirectional movement. I think that is huge. I think it completely changes how the game plays. You can dive, duck, weave, all that. Dude, you would not believe how many times I'm sitting there waiting for somebody, and all of a sudden you just see somebody dolphin dive to the side, shooting and this and that. The movement in it is fantastic. I absolutely love it. The gameplay or the gunplay feels great. Call of Duty always does a really good job with their gunplay. It feels good. We got in, like I was saying, Snake Eyes and I got in some zombies last night. We're ready to dive back into that and uncover the mysteries. That felt good. I haven't played the zombies here the last couple of ones just because they kind of strayed away from the main story from Rick Toffin. I think that story basically wrapped up. However, I am intrigued to see what the mysteries are for this new one and see how they unfold. I like the game. I don't know, Day, who's saying that they don't like the game or why they're saying they don't like the game. I don't see it. I think I'm having an absolute blast. We have noticed, though, that at least in multiplayer, the maps seem to be primarily smaller. There's not a lot of large maps. I don't mind that, but I could see, especially, if you like to play snipers and stuff like that, how that might be a little problematic. But overall, I'm loving this. And a huge boon, again, this is where Game Pass comes in handy. If you have Ultimate or PC, you had access to this game immediately. That's exactly what I did. I'm playing it via Game Pass. Had no issues, going in and being able to connect with friends. The servers, like, again, for a game that just launched, I haven't had any server issues at all, which is, I feel like, almost unheard of, especially of a game of this scale with their multiplayer and stuff like that. For the launch to be so smooth, man, like, I really feel like, Call of Duty and what Microsoft is doing and with this game, I just feel like this is kind of a return to what I loved about playing Call of Duties back in the day. Again, I'm not like a super sweat or anything like that, but even I was able to have a lot of solid games once I warmed up and stuff like that. It was like riding a bike again. Lots of good weapons. I know the Prestige race is back as well. Vegas Inferno. I'm actually going to be streaming there later tonight at Valhalla at midnight, part of their 72-hour race to Prestige. They're doing one with the official Call of Duty folks as well. So we're actually running two simultaneously. Dude, I gotta say, man, like, I've got nothing but good things to say about this. Even in core, I'm not typically a core player. I prefer to play hardcore. Core feels good. I jumped into hardcore. Hardcore feels good. It's almost a mix of, how some Call of Duties feel more arcadey, whereas I think it was like Sledgehammers are more tactical. I feel like it's a good mix of tactical and arcade. You can play it both ways, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy hardcore. It's because it forces me to slow down and play more tactical as opposed to just running and gunning. I haven't had a chance yet, and typically I play the campaign before I hop into any kind of multiplayer. I went right into multiplayer right out the gate, so I still need to hop in and play the campaign as well. I haven't touched it, but overall, I think this is, and again, it's still early. We'll see how I feel here, like next month or something like that. But to me, this has been, and it, feel wise, it feels like one of the best Call of Duties I've played in a long, long time. Oh, okay. I want to know what other people's thoughts are. If you've had a chance to play it yet, if you plan on playing it, if you're just like, oh, nay, I'm good on this.
Yeah, I'm good on this personally. I've never really shoot, the last time I played the Call of Duty seriously was like Black Ops 2.
For me, it was 3.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I mean, the thing I was really worried about was It's tough. I think like the situation that Black Ops has got themselves into. It's not really Black Ops that got themselves into, is because of ever since the Activision Blizzard a buyout from to Microsoft. I was wondering, like, is this game going to be held to the same standards as it has been throughout the past forever? Because, like, I mean, theoretically, like, Black Ops or Call of Duty in general is like the number one highest selling game that happens every year, theoretically. Like, I mean, for over the past 20, almost 20 years now, it's like if it doesn't hit $1 billion, it's a disappointment. But like, from what I've looked at and what I've seen and what you've just described, Smitty, it just seems like that they've kept to their own. But I guess the real thing I'm actually wondering about is how, like, is this game going to make the same kind of profits that we've seen in the past? You know what I'm saying? Because this game was the only one, like, it's very rare to see a full FPS game with a full story and stuff to be sold at a high price of $70, which is still available. But now, since it's day one Game Pass, and also that they have all these different kinds of options that you don't have, like, that people don't have to buy anymore, like, for instance, map expansions and character expansions, their main focus now is 100% DLC, you know, like, or DLC or microtransactions at this point. So, I mean, I hope it doesn't lag in that sense. But then also, I think Microsoft kind of gets them in a weird position too, that now that they essentially jacked the price up of Microsoft, their Microsoft services, Xbox Live or whatever their gaming, their basically Netflix gaming subscription up because of this game. Like so now your expectations of just like keeping up or like saying, okay, I played my fill of Call of Duty and then and that's it. So I mean, the game is good. It does look good, and I think that, and I hope that it stays up. I just hope that this is going to be enough for people to be like, okay, this is the justification on why I'm paying $25 a month for Xbox Game Pass. There we go. Now I got the name of Xbox Game Pass. So yeah, I mean, yeah, but I guess, I do have a question though, because like, Black Ops was the beginning of the zombie raids and stuff. Like, how was the zombies in this one? Like, did they do anything different, or did they like try to reinvent the wheel in that mode, or how is it to you personally?
I mean, it felt good from what we played. You had your familiar things like your Pack-a-Punch, your Gobble Gums, things of that nature. The mechanics, for the most part, have been the same. However, I don't know if they're using like AI machine learning for the zombies. They are way different. They are smarter. You know, you're trying to do your loops or whatever. They'll start changing what they're doing or start jumping over walls and stuff like that to cut you off and things like that. Like, I feel like it's a lot more challenging, and you can't just do your same old, I'm just gonna do my circle and you know, so I feel like they definitely have improvements in that. And of course, some of the fun for me in zombies is unlocking the mystery, figuring out, you know, what that story is. We found a vault that was in there. We found Snake Eyes found one of the numbers for the vault. So like, that's on our mind now. I listened to a radio message that was talking about events that was happening within this. And it sounds like possibly this might revolve around the grandchildren of Richtofen, possibly, is kind of what I surmised from that message. So I'm really intrigued by it, but I think they did a great job. That, like you said, that's one of the reasons why I play the Black Ops series, is for their zombies in that zombie story. So it felt good. The location feels good. There's a lot of different levels. You can get up on buildings, you're down low, there's secret, you know, underground passages, things like that. So I you know, from the little bit of zombies that I played, I think they've, you know, again, I feel like they've nailed it. Awesome. It feels like they've nailed it.
That's cool. Snake Eyes says that I was truly surprised by it. I was not expecting it to be as fun as it is, and I was expecting another COD, but the new elements make it feel different and worthy of playing. Games are very fast paced, to which keeps you on your toes.
Yes,
but isn't Call of Duty been always a fast paced like game though? I mean, they don't usually hang around.
Not always. Like I said, Sledgehammer,
not always.
Sledgehammer, theirs tend to be more tactical than arcadey. I feel like Ravensoft, I think it's Ravensoft. Is it Raven? Who does the Black Ops series?
That was oh God, now it's
I think it is Raven, right?
No, it's not. It's not Raven. Raven didn't create it first. Jesus, why can't I remember all of a sudden? I just had it in my head.
Treyarch is who it is. Yeah. Treyarch. I feel like theirs is kind of a mix of tactical and arcadey, and then there's the other one that was like just straight. I feel arcadey. So I think I think they found a good mix of both tactical and arcade elements in it. You know, so I don't know. What are your thoughts on it, Lex?
So after Black Ops 3, I just felt like, because I loved the zombies in Black Ops 3, the giant, like the Nazi zombies, the whole castle. I loved it. It was puzzles and zombies and everything that I want in a shooter, right? After that, I felt like it sucked. It, like you said, it was very much like, oh yeah, here's the game. We heard you guys like zombies, so we let two 12-year-olds design this. Merry Christmas. And it was pointless. After Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 came out, I was like, there's no point in me buying this when zombies is the only reason I liked Black Ops 3 in the first place. Because I'm not going into... I don't want to compete against other people. I would rather have a group of 4 who are really into, figuring out these puzzles and making all of the, doing all of that, right? So it looks interesting. I feel like I want to know more about the zombies for this. Granted, I kind of want to try to play now that I'm looking at Black Ops 3 and all of the, like the giant and all of the Nazi zombies. I was like, oh man, I kind of want to play again, but I don't. And I'm like, I don't know if Adam even played this and if he would, but it would just kill my hands. There's no point. This looks cool. So Lex is joining us for Zion Base. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. You know what though? There's no way in hell I would ever purchase this game. But like, I would say that if I was ever had the chance or an opportunity, if I ever decide to say yes, let me get back to the Xbox. What's it called? Gaming
Game Pass.
Game
I do
Pass
have it
or something. Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying it. This would be the perfect opportunity and the perfect reason why I would try it. But like, but still, it's like I would also need to have like some friends to play because I don't usually like playing with randos. I don't want to be a dick, but I don't usually like playing with randos either. So yeah.
No.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair.
What have you been calling Black Ops 6? I like this name.
Blops.
It reminds me of something else. When you first said it, I was like, are we talking about the not safe for work games you're playing?
It sounds like you just took a giant dump in the toilet. That's what it says.
I was like, blops.
You just blocked.
I would say I read a report that was talking about they're expecting like 400 million new subscribers to Game Pass.
You mean potentially 400 million
from this drop? That's
you give me.
I would say if anything's gonna do it, dude, it would be a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying that they're not going to increase, but 400 million—that's more people in the U.S. Period. I'm saying maybe I would say 2 to 4. Because right now Microsoft Game Pass has been steadily at 32 million, which is awesome, which is great. Now, like to say that this one game to decide to say we're going to be over the population of America, no. I'm sorry, no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The world's a big place, my friend.
That is true.
And people like their Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that's like one person, like every person that has an Xbox or Xbox Game Pass, period. And just wanted to go in. So no, that article was probably the Onion. That's all I'm saying.
That is fugazi.
That is definitely fugazi. Yeah, I'm calling shenanigans on that one. They're just talking numbers out their ass. It's like, oh, whoa, well, how many people do you think are going to play this? Probably 2.3 billion. I don't know. It's just like no, there's no way. Yes, but no.
I'm trying to find a report.
I will be surprised. I will be dead on surprised that this game does not.
I'm sorry, not 400 million. You're right, 4 million.
Oh,
my bad.
okay.
My bad.
Okay, I was
4 million.
That is a lot more feasible. I was like 400 million. Like, how many people do we have in the U.S.? Right.
Oh my God, Jason Schreier said 400 million. I'm like, oh no, he didn't. He didn't. Oh no,
yeah,
no,
I'm just
Like,
I'm just saying,
is that like the whole entirety of sperm count for everyone that's going to be joining. Like
yes, that's including every man, woman, child in America, and then some. It's a change, but no, but I was gonna say this though, like to say that if they didn't, like they have to have like high numbers, like relatively high numbers, which I don't think it's gonna be a problem for Call of Duty. But like it's just I guess it's really gonna be the like I guess the big issue is people staying, because the biggest issue that they need to worry about is that their numbers don't dive on the Game Pass, on Game Pass's side, to show that it's been a true victory. Like this month is going to be ridiculous. They're going to get their money's worth for Game Pass, but then the month after and the month after that, we're going to it's the longevity to see if people are willing to still stay with this.
You gotta
game.
Remember, we got things like Indiana Jones that comes out here. I want to say in a couple of weeks on Game Pass as well. So like their lineup to be able to like keep and retain those, I feel like is pretty strong.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think, and I think Call of Duty is a very strong game to do it, because, like I said, this is the reason why they increased the prices for Game Pass in the first place, and I really wouldn't be surprised if they do it, and it's multi-platform, so it's like. And I think the official game is still on PlayStation until what, 2027 or something. So
I don't think they have any plans on taking it off of PlayStation though.
Yeah, because they're on the contract for I think the contract was 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's going. Yeah, so it's gonna be it's a very interesting time to be around for this. So we'll see. December 9th. Oh, so December 9th for Indiana Jones. Okay, cool. All right. Well, well, that's cool. Well, so what would you? So if you rated it between a 1 to 5, what would you rate this game, Smitty?
Okay, wait.
It's kind of not fair, though. I know it's only been like the first month, or first day. What were we gonna say?
So first thoughts. How would you rate it against Black Ops 3 being a 5 out of 5? You know what I mean?
Black Ops 3, but you're skipping 4 and 5.
They sucked. Black Ops 3 was like the piece of resistance. Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, I think it's better than Black Ops 3. And that mainly has to do with the omnidirectional movement. The movement in it is so freaking smooth and clean. It takes a little getting used to, like now that you can like jump around and like, shoot off your back and stuff like that. But like it completely changes how the game plays. And I love it. I was like, that movement is mwah. It makes all the difference to me.
Bring back Black Ops 3 maps for us with this new movement, please?
Which might be something that's in the cards too. There's again, you got to think they've been working there. There's a Call of Duty base game and everything basically goes into that base game essentially. They're just building off of that infrastructure. I could totally see them going back and like pulling in callback maps or, doing something like that in the future. This is just the beginning. Again, we're 2 days deep. So it's really hard to really gauge what it's going to be like, how people are going to feel about it now. But, out the gate, I feel like they are doing a bang up job. And I think it's totally worth it in my opinion.
Fair enough. Okay, well, cool. Well, Black Ops 6 is officially out now. You can get it. It's on Game Pass. So I believe to get day one Game Pass, you have to have the Ultimate Pack, right? Is that right?
Ultimate or PC.
Okay, so Ultimate or PC.
So come over. You can play it on my 75-inch.
Did you get the PC? Wait, are you still paying for Ultimate, or did you switch to just PC?
I have not switched.
Switch to
for
PC,
me
Smitty. There's no way. Like he doesn't even have an Xbox. Switch to freaking PC, you idiot.
You're right.
You're saving like $13, bro.
I know. I keep forgetting. It's been busy.
Okay.
13 times 12. Do it now while
You've
I
been
discuss my
busy.
topic.
Yes, just do it. My God. You're just dishing out an extra $120 for the year.
Here you go. Here you go, Microsoft. Take my money.
I know, it's like, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to mess with a good thing. It's like, no, Microsoft. Jesus.
I am not balling, my friend.
What you're doing is you know what you're doing? You're telling Microsoft, you know what, I play on PC, but you know what? I feel like y'all deserve a tip. That's exactly what you're doing right now.
Basically.
Oh my God. Anyways.
I'm just an irresponsible spender. That's all that is.
Oh, bro. Anyways, Lex, what are you bringing to the table?
Yes. Well, before I do that, Day Knight said, excuse me, Black Ops 1 and 2 were great. Just kidding. But no,
Great.
I really enjoyed those in the campaign with the woods. I did not get to play Black Ops 1 or 2. So my opinion starts at 3, and then 4 and 5 were dropped. I know.
No, you got to go back. If you enjoyed 3, you got to play 1 and 2.
Yeah,
They were really good.
That is what I heard.
Plus, there was World at War as well. I think World at War is what started zombies, right? I believe.
No, that was Black Ops. Wasn't Black Ops 1 the one that did it?
I'm pretty sure it was World at War, dude. Yeah. Somebody check that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I guess I could check that.
No. You're busy changing.
World War was first zombies. World at War, right?
You're the one that's changing your Xbox Game Pass to PC right now. That's what you're doing. Okay.
Right
Lex, what's up?
Okay, so we've discussed over the since COVID, with the boom in people being hired for video games in the industry, we've, as of late, been discussing a lot of the layoffs, right? Well, you know what's funny is among all these layoffs, an article popped up about the Microsoft CEO. I don't want to mispronounce his name, so if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. I did do a Google. How do I say this? Satya Nadella. He is a Microsoft CEO currently. He got a $30 million pay raise this year. So just to remind you, Microsoft alone has laid off 1,900 employees. Okay. With an additional 600 plus employees, also 650 in the gaming staff also being laid off. So to put this into perspective, his base pay is $2.5 million per year. That has not changed as of late. No. But in the compensation for the fiscal year of 2024, it totaled $79 million. So give or take, it's 79 point blah blah blah, right? So his base pay is 2.5 million. 71.24 million was stock awards. 5.2 million was non-equity incentive plan compensation, and the rest was a mixture of other types of compensation. So let's break this down, okay? Last year, his compensation totaled 48.5 million. So while his base salary has remained the 2.5 between years, he saw a little bit of a jump, I would say, for the fiscal year in stock awards, going from 39.24 million to 71.24 million. So per the filing that NBC caught, the ratio of total annual compensation for Nadella to the median employee at Microsoft. So all the other employees, if you take all of their combined salaries and then divide, right? His alone was 408 to 1. Okay. So yeah, I know you guys are like, math, Lex, we haven't done math in so long. Okay. So take every other employee in Microsoft, add all of their combined monies and divide by the same number. That is what median means, right? So his jump to everybody else is 408 to 1. Those are odds I would like in my next job. I would just like to make that known. So notably, this filing points out that his number actually incorporates him taking a pay cut, you guys. The cash incentive portion of his pay was reduced at Nadella's own request due to a security breach in 2023, where a Chinese espionage group hacked government email accounts through Microsoft. Per the filing, without this reduction, Nadella's non-equity incentive plan compensation would have totaled only $10.66 million instead of $5.2. Since the board of directors has appointed him in its history in 2014, Microsoft has nearly tripled its revenue to $245.1 billion.
Well, I'm just going to say this because it's just way too many numbers that I even kept up with.
I know.
To be honest with you, I kind of zoned out at the level.
I was trying to simplify it as much as I could, but Davis doesn't listen when I talk anyway.
However, I will... No, that's not true. But however, I will say this, like, it was like, I mean, the flat logic of the fact that from the base amount of $30 million, I mean, then with the breakdown, regardless of whatever the breakdown is to it, like, I can understand being a CEO, you're getting paid $2 million. That makes sense. I will give it that.
2.5.
However, the fact that you're talking to me that your incentives plus your, I mean, even though it's not money, but it's money that's valued at whatever they did value, like the stock option incentives and everything that it comes down to gives that total amount. So that kind of ridiculous money is ridiculous. It's just insane in itself because, like, studios freaking shut down, like legitimately shut down because of the reasoning why is because you're saying that you didn't the amount of or the quality, not quality, but they didn't reach the expectations of what they were imagining for the games and the stuff that came out. Like, for instance, Hi-Fi Rush is the primary example, I would say. That game was an incredibly successsul game for a game that virtually did not have a budget. And then the first thing they did was they cut ties to it because they decided to pivot away from what they were originally wanting to make. And then they were saying, oh, because we just can't afford it. And the reason, and then when you see the results of the reasoning on why they did what they did, and then they use it for these kind of things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that he deserves a pay raise, but everyone deserves a pay raise at this point. And then the way how things work from the normal world, when you, like, well, for instance, when everyone else gets a pay raise, we can't just say, oh, my base is $2 million and then I get a $30 million increase of my pay. That's like that is crazy. Literally 15 times more than what you would normally pay. You know what the pay raise is for me? We'll be lucky for $1. $1.20 for this kind of nonsense. And then the place being the way Microsoft is like to be giving people that kind of, like, you know, like for their high level staff and crew is sickening to me. So I mean, but that's just that's just me. That's just on me when you talk about being fair, and then when you see the stuff like the cause of all of this, like, oh, we shut down studios, but we saved the money that we were putting for the studios, but we're going to give it back to the CEO of the company and then some with these crazy bonuses. That's kind of that's random bullshit. Yeah, that's all. That's what it comes down to.
On that, excuse me, I just bumped my mic. So on that, to go into more detail. So 1,900 people were laid off from their gaming workforce in early January. A few months later, it closed Redfall, which we knew that was coming. That was garbage. So that was the developer Arcane Austin. You said Hi-Fi Rush, which exceeded beyond the expectations of the game, but they got rid of the developer Tango Gameworks, and then laid off more people within Bethesda. So already just this quarter, they've laid off another 650 in the gaming staff. And yes, they have made more money with the CEO. He has quadrupled their profits. That's fantastic. But I mean, again, Arcane kind of had it coming, but that $30 million pay raise couldn't have, I don't know, part of that kept Hi-Fi Rush, who was still making you beyond what expectation was as far as the game. They were still making you money, right? I don't know. We could have kept them on, right? No, I don't know. Seems a little silly to me.
What do you think?
What do you think, sir?
I feel like that's one of those moves where They try to make themselves look like they're saving money by cutting something that had no negative effect on that bottom line in general. I have been a part of something like that as well. It's like, we're not taking anything away from what we're doing from you guys. So, okay. Yeah, I just hate to see things like that, especially, I mean, dude, that is a crazy increase to go, oh, my base is 2.5, but I got a $30 million bump. Like, that is insane. You're telling me you couldn't keep a studio on? That is well over what some of these studios were even, you know what I mean, taken away. And they were actually generating funds directly as well. So I just don't understand that this, like, I just don't understand how they make these moves like that. They've got to know that there's going to be backlash coming from this. Or at least, you know, again, if I were in that position, I'm not going to turn down an extra 30 million. I'm like, give me the money back, please.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? So, like, it's hard to be mad at a person, you know, but like, for me, it's more about the company as a whole, I suppose. And again, I don't know if this dude is just within the gaming division, or if there's any crossover with some of the other products that they have going on over at Microsoft. Maybe, you know, some of that had to do with...
That is a good point. Because that one is because they said he's Microsoft, because I think the president, because Phil Spencer isn't the head of Microsoft, of Xbox. I believe he's high up there. What's the name of the girl? The woman?
Sarah Bond.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, she's the head. So they didn't say anything about that. So that is also a fair point to say that to go by this. So it's tough. No, it's a good point.
It is tough, because you see those cuts, you see those things, and how turbulent it's been in the gaming part of it. However, you know, again, this guy might be touching other products and dealing with other things, not just the gaming sector, but still, that seems, I mean, in what world, like you said, the most we can expect as muggles is maybe a 2.5% raise if you're lucky. Dude, that is well over. I don't even, somebody do the math. That just the increase in that is in the thousands percent up there from what you're making is insane to me.
It's 15 times more than what he was normally getting paid before, which is crazy to me. It's just like that just tells you something in itself. So that's literally like 1,500% or so, just in general, an increase. It's ridiculous. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what world would they do that? It's oh man.
So that's definitely questionable. Like it for me, it raises more questions about their internal, like how they do things internally, what they're in, you know, how they're kind of prioritizing the hierarchy of the importance of what people are doing over there. And again, I think it may extend beyond just gaming for them into those other products that he's dealing with as well.
So I asked Google, does Mr. Nadella only run the gaming sector at Microsoft? No, he is the CEO of Microsoft. Duh, I know that. But he is responsible for the company's overall operations, which happens to include the gaming sector. So it looks CEO. Like
he's the president of
he's
of Microsoft.
And the chairman, whatever that means. I don't know how their board works, but yeah.
Mm. He's Microsoft Prime. So. That's what he is. That's what he is. Man, that's crazy. I mean, but still, like even though with the fact that like it still reflects off of him with those kind of determinations.
I agree.
Towards that, and I mean, but even if that's the case, it's the fact that y'all got rid of so many people. Like, you got rid of so many people. You've gotten rid of so many certain amount of studios and all this stuff. And then, like, you would think that you would want to invest back into what you lost. But no, what you see is when you see these bonuses and you see these different kinds of these enhancements and stuff, it's just, wow, really? Y'all thought he came into the job as the head of Microsoft, period, at $2 million. And then now you're just
2.5.
Yeah, well, yeah, $2.5 million, and now you're going to increase that to be like, we're going to give you a payday. Don't get me wrong, like I said, all of it isn't $30 million in $30 million additional to cash. It's still the incentives, like the stock options and stuff, but still, it's still a giant. Right. It's still way over the normal salary that you had based onto it. It's really ridiculous. It's kind of like. It's kind of like you go to a store and you're like, you come in at $14 an hour. You stay there for a year and they're like, okay, we're going to give you $70 an hour. It's like, what? Like, okay. And you're doing the same thing? Okay. Maybe a little less because you sold some of the older stuff. I don't know. But anyways.
Right. But also keep in mind, like, we're saying 30 million in total, but that's not the total. Last year, his compensation was 48.5. This year it's 71.24 million. So it's 30 million raised, but it's 71.24 million.
Okay. You just get a million, dude.
Yeah. Just anyways.
Please.
It's too crazy. Yeah, no, right. Give $1 million to me. We'll be good. Just make it. We'll invest it in ourselves. Just say that. Let's just do that.
Yeah. It's an investment in me.
That'd be great. Yeah, and I like it's like I deserve these free Air Force Ones and stuff. I'll be it. Yeah, it's an investment. I need to invest on my feet. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, but that's good.
Davis, what's your last? What do you got, buddy?
All right, so probably to no one's surprise, because I've been talking about this literally for weeks and on end ever since the announcement. There is a new Monster Hunter coming out. It's going to be Monster Hunter Wilds coming out on February 25th. So there is a preview event that is coming down, that's going to be happening on PlayStation 5, Steam, Xbox. I was going to say 360, Xbox. Wow, that was like 2 generations back. Xbox Series S and X. That's coming next week. Freaking excited. Now this is probably going to be I'm assuming this is going to be the TGS play demo that they're going to be allowing people. They're doing a test of the game itself, which is, oh man, I cannot wait. It's going to give you a chance to try out certain aspects of the game. The biggest thing is that they're going to allow you to mess around with their character creator. They're also going to allow you to do a monster one hunt, I believe, and then it's going to allow you to do a little bit of the beginning of the story mode. And no, you cannot save your character, so keep that in mind. Which is fine, but it will save your character's settings if you're wanting to bring it over to the game when it comes out in February. So I am looking forward to that because I need to dress up my Captain Cucumbers. That's the name of my cat. It's a green cat. Yes. So yes, I am looking forward
to
it now.
Your cat's name is Cucumbers? Captain Cucumbers?
He is ranked. You have to respect the rank. It is Captain Cucumbers. Yes.
That's adorable.
He's a green cat, and he's a green cat with blue eyes. That's all I remember. Yes, and it has a little brown spot on the top of his head. Yes, so Captain Cucumbers is coming back. So yes, so the biggest thing is like I said, I'm down. I'm going to be playing this. I'm probably going to stream it. This is what's going to happen. Usually I don't stream on Mondays, but I will definitely stream this on Monday. And now, if you don't know, Monster Hunter it's basically a game where you are a hunter and you hunt these crazy different kinds of monsters. This is the newest video that they just released this last week. So you're going to be fighting these new these look more like a freaking Lovecraftian monsters, which is really surprising for the story. Usually they're like dragons and giant beasts and gorillas and stuff, but this ones are like there was I think we just saw an octopus looking one, but this one looks freaking awesome. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Now there's 2 things I'm really wondering about. The biggest thing I really I was hoping is that this is going to be cross-play. And it's going to be available on Wednesday. The crossplay settings are going to be available on Wednesday. But if you're a PlayStation Plus member that has online, then you'll be able to play it on Monday. So Monday to Wednesday, and then but then everyone else will be able to play Wednesday to Saturday, I believe. So definitely definitely get on this. If you want to play with me, definitely, it's going to be Shaft 2010 is my PSN name. So, but yeah, I will definitely be messing around with this on Monday a lot. Checking out the settings, checking out the weapons, the play, and everything like that. That looks like a grown-up version of Tokar from Ninja Turtles 2. So
question. Still no. There's still no crossplay between like if I'm on PC and you're on PlayStation, you can't.
No,
team
there will
up,
be
right?
There will be crossplay.
That's what this test is about. It's
They
testing the
say
crossplay.
that. Okay.
No, there will be crossplay.
Yeah.
However, they're not. It's not cross save, which is what I'm wondering about. Now, this is the thing I was wondering about because I'm leaning to get it on the PS5 because I like steelbooks and I want to get the physical steelbook version of this game. But I've been wanting to try it out on PC because I'm not gonna lie, Monster Hunter Worlds on PC is a freaking beautiful looking game, and that game is 8 years old. It's a great looking game, and it runs at a good solid 60 frames per second. Would love to play it on PC. However, I don't think the level that I want to play it on is not going to be like I can't just sit on the couch like on my big screen TV and just mess around with it and everything. So that's usually the offset. But I would love to play that. If I wanted to stream it, I would be able to just bring my save over from my console to the to the PC. Would love to do that. I don't trust Capcom because Capcom for some reason loves to be little dicks about this. But like they always take one step forward, two steps back. Look at Exoprimal, for instance. What a cluster that was. That they haven't said anything. Oh yeah, I say a long HDMI wire. No, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so
I do have a 10-foot cable we're not using. You can have it.
I need a 50-foot if I did that. So no, I'm good.
I don't have faith.
yeah. So they haven't said anything about cross saving for PC and console. So if it's the case, the one reason why I didn't get Monster Hunter World on my PC is because I didn't want to start all over again. And if they're going to make me choose between these two, unfortunately we'll have to go with PS5. But it's not even a bad deal. I mean, it's going to be a steady 60 frames still on the PS5, but still. But no, I am hyped. I am definitely hyped. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I definitely wanted to play with some friends. If you're going to be playing, let me know. I am going to be messing around with this on Monday night, testing the stuff out, testing the settings, needing to see how Captain Cucumber is going to look with the free gear that we're going to be getting, and see and then go from there. So I was wondering, what do you guys think? Are y'all guys hyped up about it too?
I wasn't, but now I kind of am.
Yes. I figure you would be, like, you were pretty into Monster Hunter Worlds.
That's how I started streaming in 2018. I was streaming off of my PlayStation 4. I had the camera for PlayStation. I would open because I don't know how to explain this other than my bed in my bedroom. And then we've got like a footstool at the end of it that you can sit on to put like your sneakers, socks, whatever on, right? But in front of that is my dresser with my TV. And I would open my underwear drawer and stack books up inside of my underwear drawer to put the camera. And then I would sit on the footstool and put my feet up and stream playing with my 20 plus friends on my PlayStation account. And we had a whole guild. Like it was lovely. And then I got talked into switching to PlayStation from JTZ. And then not within 2-3 months of that, JTZ left because he got married and turned into a full-fledged adult, which good for him. I love that for him. But I am also a full-fledged adult that has a partner who also games. So I kind of got left behind and then didn't pick it back up because I was like, I started over on PlayStation or I started over from my PlayStation account on the PC because you can't do it. And I started from scratch. And then I was like, oh man, whatever. I give up. So I'm
no. Well, what you, Smitty? Smitty's been the biggest skeptic, been the biggest
he's
like
never
skeptic.
played with us, I don't think.
But still, he's played it, but he's had the bad experience of it. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
And it wasn't necessarily a bad experience. It's just this game is a lot different playing solo. You know what I mean? And I get it, but like, I need a point to a game other than collecting skins and things from things to make new clothes.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, you do. I just don't see the point.
So why did you play Exoprimal? What was the point of Exoprimal?
It's such a grind.
Because I got to play against other people. It was a competitive game. What do you mean?
Oh,
yeah. It's a different game.
Yeah, it's a completely different game. Yeah. This, and again, don't get me wrong, it looks gorgeous. I know it's going to be a lot of fun for people, but I think it's a specific genre that you have to enjoy the grind to be able to do. I think the grind would be a lot more enjoyable playing with people, but again, that's kind of like that's the rub for me, is that any game that I've gone in specifically because friends are like, oh yeah, I'll be playing it, eventually they're gonna not be playing it, and then I'm just gonna stop playing it, and then at that point I've wasted my money.
This game has a story mode though, has a lot to do with it.
But all right, so you gotta remember, Worlds was my first experience, and that terrible ass story that I never even finished because it was too much of a grind for me.
Yeah, if it was just by yourself,
really to play. Yeah,
which is surprising because
I'm good.
I clocked like 4,000 to 6,000 hours in that game. I still plan to occasionally play it when I do.
Yeah, I believe you, and I loved Hunting Horn. You know, but it just, for me, it's not a game that I think I will purchase. I don't think I'll purchase that. Again, that's not set in stone because I get all squirrely and shit when I see my friends playing a game, having fun. I'm like, oh fuck, I got the money for it. I'm gonna hop in. So I'm gonna try to stay away from that. But I mean, it looks gorgeous. I know they're good games. The monsters in this look they look really cool. It looks really interesting. I just don't know that for me anyway, paying that premium price, I don't know that I'm going to get my money's worth, not because of the game, because of me.
Would you try playing the beta?
How I am.
Will you at least try the beta?
I will absolutely be on that beta for sure.
Okay, because just try the beta and see if it clicks to do, and then see if it's going to be something that it is, and then no, go on.
And Adam was like, are you gonna play Monster Hunter Worlds? And I said, I don't know, because here's what happens. If I play Monster Hunter Worlds, I will not touch another game for a year. Like that's Monster Hunter for me is I'm all in and that's it, or I'm not going to touch it and not have to grind each monster 15 plus times to get one item off of them. I get it. I also get it. But also,
I think that's a fair point. I think that's a fair point, Lex. Just the fact that this is a game that you have to be able and willing to put in the time.
Yeah.
And, absolutely have to.
Yeah, knowing me, it's like I bounce around. I have multiple games that I'm playing right now. I'm finishing none of them. The chances of me going in and doing something, I already know how it's going to play out if I buy this game. I'm going to play it for a few weeks and then I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be for me. Or if I do end up getting it, it might be, when it's on sale or something like that. I just don't think that for the premium price, I should do it. Yeah, I think it'd be dumb. Like you're saying, I think it would be wasting my money at that point, because am I really going to grind it out? Probably not. Let's be real.
Unless it was unless it had Nikkei skins, or maybe it would be the case, but we'll see.
Unless they got them jiggle physics going in there, I don't know.
My character did. She had some jiggle physics.
Smitty just needs some motivation. That's what it is. I'm so shocked. Smitty has tons of games not finished. Yeah, that's basically what Smitty. Okay, but fair enough. But like I said, not surprised. I'm going to destroy I'm going to definitely play the demo, check this out. I'm going to probably just spend some time on the customization because normally through the regular customization of your character, they charge for it if you don't if you're wanting to change your character's design later on. So this is going to be free during this time. Hey, they got to get money. So there you go.
I get it.
So yeah.
And I'm an insect glaive weapon girly. That's a lot. It's very intense on controller, and doing it on keyboard and mouse, I felt like was harder than it was on controller. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. Nope. So like I said, Monday, the next week is going to be Monster Hunter week. I'm gonna take a break off of Metaphor, and I'm gonna be playing this for a little bit. So let's go. So y'all are more than welcome to join and have a great time. But yeah, so that is coming next week for the hunt. So there you go. So folks, thank you for listening to the CFG Game Cast episode number 241. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. As always, we will be back again with a whole new set of different gaming topics next week. But if you did miss out on this episode, that is okay. We will make it available on all podcast services at the beginning of each and every week. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices.
What the heck, Smitty?
Yeah, he lost it. He lost his voice in the middle of the way. But guys, also guys, be sure to check out the new review that our reviewer Vin from the CFG ConfreaksGeeks.com did for Ease 10 Nordics. It's a really cool video review. Love for you to check that out. But in the meantime, guys, once again, this is Lex, Smitty, and Davis signing out. Y'all, take it easy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Play DK.